There are 3 degrees of comparison. Look at the following sentences. She is smart. It's a positive degree. But her sister is smarter. It's a comparative degree. However, their brother is the smartest. The irregular adjectives or adverbs, they do not take er or est in their comparative and superlative form. Now it is incorrect to use like she is wiser than fairer, like he is superior than me. No, here we should use it he is superior to me. Tea is preferable than coffee. No, tea is preferable to coffee. Degree of comparison in English. Degree, as per the Oxford Dictionary, the definition of degree is the amount, level, or extent to which something happens or is present. In grammar, the same degree mean any of the 3 steps on the scale of comparison of adjectives and adverbs, namely positive, comparative, and superlative. So degree is nothing but use of adjectives to make comparison in various contexts. It is much needed in speaking. So when we speak, we usually use the degree to make comparisons and to show something is better or someone is better than someone else. If it is used correctly, definitely it makes us an effective speaker. Types of degrees. There are 3 degrees of comparison. Look at the following sentences. She is smart. It's a positive degree. But her sister is smarter. It's a comparative degree. However, their brother is the smartest. Right. So here, positive degree, here simply smart adjective is used. Smarter, now there is a comparison between these 2 sisters. And here, now the comparison is between 2 sisters and the brother. And the brother is the smartest. So the first sentence about denotes mere existence of some quality, and it is used in isolation when there is no need of any comparison. But when there is comparison between 2 things, the comparative degree is used, and the superlative degree is used to reflect the best in the group. Now in the third sentence, out of these 3, amongst these 3, the brother is the smartest. Let's move ahead. So to make comparisons, suffixes er or ir or more is used, and in superlatives, suffixes est, ist or most is used. Comparative degree to make comparison, the comparative degree is used to make comparisons like she is more intelligent than her friend. Which of those 2 stories is better for publication? Today is hotter than yesterday. So here in all the sentences, we are making comparisons. Superlative degree to reflect the best in the group, like she is the most beautiful girl in the class. So she is compared with all the girls in the class, and she is assigned the most as the most beautiful girl. That's why the most beautiful. He is the tallest player in the team. Out of all team members, he is the tallest person. Then we use superlative. Now when we think about degree, instead of, definitely there are many rules and we should keep them in mind, but it is very important to keep in mind some of the irregular adjectives and adverbs of comparison. What are those? So the irregular adjectives or adverbs, they do not take er or est in their comparative and superlative form. So for bad, evil, ill, worse and worst, much, many, more, most, late, latter, latter, latest or last, good, well, better, best, old, older or elder, oldest, eldest, far, farther, farthest, out, adverb, outer, outmost, in, inner, innermost, up, upper, uppermost. Let us see the correct usages of comparative degree now. To compare someone or something with someone or something else is the simplest definition of comparative degree. Like he is wiser than his younger brother. Between 2 brothers, comparison is between 2 brothers. This car is certainly better, but it's more expensive than the other car. When we want to describe how something or someone changes, we can use 2 comparatives with conjunction and it is also known as parallel degree. Now, instead of going in more details from the rules and the theoretical part, I have chosen this way to describe the grammatical part with the examples. So here, when we want to describe how something or someone changes, we use it double comparative or parallel degree. Like the balloon got bigger and bigger. The lockdown is getting more and more extended. Grandfather is looking older and older. When different qualities of the same person are compared, we should use more plus positive degree. Let us see the examples. Now it is incorrect to use like she is wiser than fairer. No, we should say she is more wise than fair, because what we are doing, we are comparing two qualities of the same person here. Second example, she is shorter than fatter. No, here it is, she is more short than fat. Certain adjectives of comparative degree that take to after them and not than, like senior, inferior, junior, prior, anterior, posterior, preferable, they take to after that, senior to, inferior to, junior to, preferable to. Let us see the examples, like he is superior than me. No, here we should use it, he is superior to me. Tea is preferable than coffee. No, tea is preferable to coffee. Now, the next is multiple number comparisons. When something is compared with another thing according to their numbers, the sentence follows a different structure. And these multiple number comparisons include half, twice, three times, four times, etc. Like John has half as many wickets as Watson has. Robert works twice as much as Alex does. I have three times as many runs as he has. Next, double comparatives. There is unique structure of English sentence which starts with a comparative and takes another comparative to complete it. For example, the more you write, the smarter it gets. So here we can see the is used in front of before the comparatives, and it is taking another comparative to complete it. The sooner I leave, the earlier I'll reach home. The thinner you become, the easier you feel. Now, generally, the article the does not precede a comparative, but in this unique structure of sentence, the precedes both of the comparatives. And there is one more structure which takes the, like Karan is the better player of the two brothers. Now, here we are comparing two and showing one as better. That's why the and double comparison. Maria is the smarter of the two girls. Next, illogical comparisons. There cannot be any comparison between a thing and a person, and it must be between two things or two persons. For example, the just look at the structure. Incorrect and correct, this sequence I have maintained. So first incorrect sentence, his watch is cheaper than his employee. Here we cannot compare a non-living thing with living things, right? So watch and employee. So the correct is his watch is cheaper than his employee's watch. That is correct. Logical comparison. My salary is lower than Sumit. Illogical. My salary is lower than Sumit's salary. The duties of a mother are harder than a father. No, the duties of a mother are harder than that of a father. Then superlative degree is used to compare someone or something to every other person or object in the group. Right? We saw the comparative degree. Now let us see the superlative degree. So it is used for what? To compare someone or something to every other person or object in that particular group, and we use the article with superlative degrees. Like English is the most interesting subject. English is more interesting than all other subjects. Usually we have a habit of saying this. English is more interesting than all other subjects. If you are making comparison, means we have to use the most. English is the most interesting subject. Likewise, there are other examples. It was the happiest day of my life. Everest is the highest mountain in the world. That's the best film I have watched this year, and so on. Superlative degree is used to compare three or more things, like saying like this, he is the best musician of the two. No, we cannot use the best if you are comparing two. If you are comparing him with all other musicians, then yes, you can say he is the best musician in comparison with all other musicians. Avoid double superlatives. What mistake usually we make is like we use double superlatives, and the double superlative great example is this is the most biggest building in the city, this is the most biggest car I have seen, this is the most biggest challenge we are facing, and so on. So most biggest, no, simple, this is the biggest building in the city. Let us do exercise now on the degrees. As usual, please take pen and paper and go on solving this in your notebook. Be ready with your answers, with your keys, and we will compare them with the actual keys, the correct answers immediately. So first, my house is than yours, big. This flower is beautiful than that one. Now we have to simply beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful, big, bigger, biggest, more big. Simple, you have to do this. This is the interesting book I have ever read. Non-smokers usually live long than smokers. Which is the dangerous animal in the world? A holiday by the sea is good than a holiday in the mountains. Who is the rich woman on earth? The weather this summer is even bad than last summer. He was the clever thief of all, and we can run fast they can. Ready? I hope you have got some of the answers. You are ready with your responses. Let us see. First, my house is bigger than yours because you are just comparing two houses. This flower is more beautiful than that one. Again, comparison is between two, not more than two. And here bigger, why? Because it is big is the single syllable and beautiful is more syllable. So big and more beautiful. This is the most interesting book I have ever read. Now you are just talking about one interesting book of all the books. Non-smokers usually live longer than smokers. Which is the most dangerous animal in the world? A holiday by the sea is better than a holiday in the mountains. Who is the richest woman on earth? The weather this summer is even worse than last summer. He was the cleverest thief of all, and we can run as fast as they can.